Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. Yeah, I'm not gonna even get into the whole why I haven't been on YouTube. I just haven't been on YouTube. I just haven't felt it. Plus, I got a few music videos I've been focusing on. But you know, this whole like video, I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible because I just want to, ask a simple question: how in the hell do people go from being kings and queens and rulers of various empires to lapdogs, subservient mutts, and people that take on ideologies that's not their own? Like, I get it with religion. Everybody needs something to believe in. And I'm not going to get on here and say whose God is who and who is righteous, because I have my own train of thought on that. But what I can't understand is no matter how many times people put it out there as far as like different formats of unity and working together and reaching across aisles in order to make things a lot better, I still see that people regress to the same animalistic behavior and it's not that they don't know any better, it's just a simple fact that people are so stuck, so bent on self-destruction that they continue to go along with something that was built to destroy you in the first place. This has nothing to do with prison or anything of that nature. This is just the streets. Like, I see it, and it's sad. Like, I walk past people every day, and then I get a smile here, and then I get a stare here, and then I get a disgusted look here, and it's just like it's just funny how people are so close-minded and so unwilling to embrace something different than what they usually, you know what I'm saying, like they're used to. I don't get it. How do you go from being kings and queens to peasants to just eating shit like constantly? Like, I see people, oh, I'm just passive. No, you're not a pacifist. You're just a pussy straight out, and you don't want to do the work in order to get to the next place. People talk about building empires and everything, and shit is actually really easy. For one, don't never let nobody know what you're gonna build. Just build it. Because if you give people a heads up in advance, they're gonna do everything they can to deter you. And not only deter you, but to block your blessings and keep you from performing that which would make you greater, as far as like establishing real business that can reach out and help a lot of people. Whatever powers that be, I told you what we're up against, and people make it a whole race thing. And yeah, there is some people that's racist. It's racist all the way around. Some are not even racist, they're just prejudiced, and they don't know no better because that's just what they've been taught, and that's an example that they've gone by due to the fact that people that they've grown up with. I don't get into the whole race thing because it's plastic to me. I think race is a construct of just bullshit, and people feed off that. People are starting to wake up and see the whole white superiority thing. Like, there's some people that still believe in it, but then there's a lot that don't believe in it, and they're white. But you cannot take on an ideology that's not yours. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about, if this construct was built in order to enslave you, if you take on the same shit, that's like, and it's crazy because the same people. And this is a lot of races, because the whites were slaves at one time too, which is a lot cheaper to enslave blacks and other people. Now, what I don't get is the mind state of people that at one time were at the top as far as like kingdoms and things of that nature, only to turn around and be subservient pets. And then use the same ideology of the people that enslaved you in the first place. You're using their terminology, you're using their way of thinking. You think on the same level as them. Like, you literally just took what they did and applied it to your way of thinking. So you became that which you hated in the first place, because you used the same exact that they used. The same white superiority, and people are like, oh, the whites are racist, but then you turn around and do the same exact thing. You're just as prejudiced, just as racist, and not just against them, but to everybody. like I sit back every day and I'm just like, man, it's like it just keeps getting worse. Like I'm waiting for it to hit a point to everybody just start crashing with each other. And it's funny because the people that they point the finger at the most, as far as like Caucasians, are just sitting back, and not because they're waiting for you to self-destruct. They're just not taking part in the stupidity that you continue to perpetuate. Like the ones that want to see people interact with each other and be on a different page, that's the ones you go at. But you won't go at it at the ones that want to see you perish. It just, you, like, I don't know, this is more of a rant. It's just like, I just don't get it. Like, you gotta make it make sense. That's like me joining the Klan after they'd enslaved all my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, take on exactly the same train of thought that they had, using the same tactics that they do. And it's funny because a lot of people that have something against different races are no better themselves. Like, it's like, I told numbers and all that don't matter. It's what you do, what you accomplish. You know what? Where are you at here? What are your people doing here? What are you doing to help your people here? If you can't go on a list and just start marking shit off, and I'm not talking about one, I'm talking about multiples. You know what I mean? Maybe you giving money to your people. Maybe you're going to Mexico and giving clothes to them. Maybe you're going over here to do this. If you're black, maybe you're going to the community and dealing with these people. Maybe you're trying to deter them from doing this. Maybe you're taking part, volunteering some YMCA or something. You know what I mean? Something to make yours better. The same with some whites. The same, like, but it's, I don't get it. I'm speaking more to minorities because that's I see the most. It's like, it's straight stupidity. Like, the ones that supposedly oppress the most can't even get along for nothing. Like, you can't even have a righteous conversation. It's constantly looking who can get over on the next. And then the ones that actually come to terms with it and like, hey, you know what, they see where it's at and that it's better handling things a certain way, people ostracize them and call them race traitors and all this other stupid that makes absolutely no sense. It's just people trying to do things to make the situation better and realizing that being at each other ain't really gonna do nothing. Now, I'm not on here speaking for anybody because I'm just Zod and I do things my way. I don't know what's going on in Buff Egypt. I don't know none of that. I'm not getting on here and pointing fingers at whites or pointing fingers at Hispanics or pointing fingers at other blacks. I'm just pointing out what's actual fact. Statistically, this is what's taking place. You cannot go from being kings and queens and people with substantial wealth and I get it. You've got stripped of it because certain things. But you're taking on the same ideologies of the people that stripped you. I seen a dude get on here and talk about Spain like they were just the next thing since God's gift. But it's the people that came and raped all your people and stripped you of the gold that you once had. The same with like some of these dudes. You talk about the British and all these other fools, the Dutch, and I can't, and the Dutch, we have that in our blood from our grandma, but it's like these are the same people occupying large amounts of your country and stripped you of all your natural resources. And then you got Africans that don't like blacks for nothing. You say it's not true, but then I can bring up multiple videos of dudes talking down on African Americans, saying that they're not African Americans because they're not from Africa. But when you chase their DNA and all that, you start pinpointing. You know what I mean? Like, or you got the what is the Somalians? I'm not black. Like, you're a Negro something, like just stupid stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like you got a cut of something, but you're still black. Like, I don't get it. Like, and it's not that the argument that, like, you know, the Dominicans use when they say, well, look, like, we don't claim black because that's a construct of the United States and they put that title on you. We're Dominicans. We see everybody the same, but then when you talk to them, they got discrimination amongst themselves, but that's them. Like, I'm not here to speak on them. I'm just saying, like, it's just funny. All these people that could be at the top of the food chain are bottom feeder peasants. And I know it, and I know how to correct it and still won't go about correcting it. That's the funny thing. Like, people could really have real power in this world and be something, but they need to boast about it, and then people hate on them. Like, if you sat back and it's like, you know what, look, I need to do this business, and I know that it's going to be you know, thousands of jobs are going to be created out of this particular business. I'm not going to put it out there until it actually comes to fruition. Because I know that somewhere or another, there's somebody in contention with me, even if they ain't in the same line of business. It's just contention because they don't want to see you on top. And this ain't to the people like, oh yeah, you know, whites and all. No, this is just racists and people that still believe that they're on top and they're not. It's the powers that be, the people that sit behind certain desks and, you know, really moving chess pieces around. Them are the ones that don't want to see you get up there. They don't want to see black billionaires, you know what I mean? And the ones they do have, oh yeah, they're subservient. They're lapdogs, and you know, they're in line. But that's the price of it. Get to a point to where you're making so much money that it don't matter. Why should I be worried about a billionaire over here if I'm making billions? If we can do business together without me compromising my integrity, then we would do it. But it's like all this old money, new money, that means nothing in the scheme of things. Like, as long as my family, my friend, and people that I love are taken care of, that's all that matters. I'm not trying to be a part of the inner circle, but a lot of these nut lickers, that's what they go for. They want to be seen with this fool and this fool. When, you know, you got rappers right now, like, just trying to be in part of the inner circle, doing just little weird stuff just in order to be accepted. Go back to being the kings. Go back to being, if you're the majority right now, increase them numbers. That's what people hate. Like, increase them numbers, but do something with them numbers. Don't just make babies and then, you know, you're not taking care of them. And, you know, this is the statistics of, you know, families being left like that. Like, do something with it. Make your son a football player or a pro soccer player, or, you know, a baseball player or something. Don't be like that other fool that does it and he's messing with 14-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you got to make it make sense. That's all I'm saying, man. Go back to being the kings and the queens and rulers of empires that you were. And stop trading your soul just for a little bit of, you know, ass dust. You know what I'm saying? Some people may not get this, but the ones that really be on it, they know what I'm talking about. With that being said, I'm your boy Zah. I'm about to take my ass to work. And hopefully one day I'll be on top somewhere. If not, then we all end up underneath 6 feet. And I'm out.